That V6 for the EV, ride around my city. You should come ride with me, yeah. Feel me if you hear me sip water like a fish sip. I water to the gillies, yeah. This a new wave, this a takeover. Do it for the future, time to get a world a makeover. Time never stops, no the timing is not. Time to clean up the block. Streets been a mess, how can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline. I see the news, see what you read. Change gotta come, put that on me and watch me educate. Yeah, we been could've started, but it's never late. Do it for my kids, yeah, let's set it straight. Do it for your kids, gotta set it straight. It's time to regulate, we need change now. We need solar, we need EV in the game now. Make it changes so the earth we know can stay around. Make it changes cause we had no time for playing around. Let's quit the playing around. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, we going green. New car goes zoom, but it's quiet. You can hear me come and think I'm lying. If I said I'm perfect, I'd be lying. I can't say I'm perfect, but I'm trying. I'ma give my all till I'm dying. I'm the new Captain Planet, here to make changes, not damage. World on my shoulders while I'm standing. I'm the new Captain Planet, here to make changes, not damage. World on my shoulders while I'm standing. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, we going green. Ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck. Country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm backed up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car till you get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you.
All right, welcome everyone to the Rabid food channel, because that's what we're changing the name to once the merge goes through. I'm just kidding. What's going on, everyone? Welcome. Stingy, thank you very much for the 50 knock donation. And I got something for you today. Here we go. So we had meatballs the other day, and then we made some more just so you could see it. So here are some homemade meatballs. I cut one open so you can even see inside, but there you are with some fancy little garnishes on top and stuff. So welcome to the RabidMining food channel. And this is some nice homemade Canadian meatballs in mushroom soup sauce. And we also had like mashed potatoes and stuff with it. So yeah, there you go. I know you've been waiting for that. So hopefully it's everything you've been waiting for. All right, there we go. Awesome. Rabid's Food Network. Here we go. Yes, they were very good. Oh, they were so good. They're amazing. Oh, this ad popped up again. All right, guys, so let's roll through a roll call here and see what we got going on. Oh my gosh, you guys have been talking for a while. Insane. Get my buttons and stuff ready. Oh, right off the get-go. Fudweiser. All right, we got Z Pirate, Ogre MGTOW, Red Putz, what's going on? Severus Bahalas. So I cannot say some of these names. My best friend, what's happening? Ultra Carbon, Andres 23 _ 007. It seems like your Wi-Fi, or maybe you're somewhere else, you haven't been having issues lately, so that's good. Just a Miner, what's going on? Mugreg Teston. Scrolling through, talking, a lot of talking. Dave Collins. Everyone's John Babcock. I'm trying to find names that stick out. X64-bit player. What is happening? What's happening over there? Crypto accountant. Accountant in the house, guys. You better be careful. You're gonna be IRS is on you. Gordon Murray. Higgies, a pirate again. Scrolling. Vincent Gallo. What is happening? Blake Jones. Balls, mining for people. Hey, what's happening over there? Okay, talking, trying to skip through here. It just jumped on me. So Vlad, what's happening? I see you. Michael Flores, what's happening? Higgy, Faith Baskaran, and Stingy jumped back in here. Wow, looks really good. Thanks. Hey, no problem. You've been asking for it. Sorry, I couldn't deliver them to you sooner, but hey, eventually we get to it, right? And I made up some in-betweens while we finally got them for you. So today, we have under 2 weeks. You know what? Here is an actual potential confirmation on when it's going on. Here is the Ethereum Foundation. We'll just go to full screen, I guess, or this screen. Which screen is a good one? I guess full screen. But the Ethereum Foundation. Now, I plan, depending what time it is, it's looking like midnight, but they may start it like an hour early. I have no idea. But September 15th, live in 11 days. Now, this is subject to change. Bellatrix is going live in 3 days. Today is the 3rd. The 6th is when they're thinking it's going to go through. And that starts the whole countdown, like the full countdown. Now, you can go to the bomb ticker and stuff where it says Eth merge when, and it has the dynamite symbol. That's not for the actual merge. That's for the difficulty bomb, unless they changed it recently. But that website has always followed the difficulty bomb because that's when everyone assumed, the merge stuff would happen. So I don't know how accurate that site is, but right now we're looking at the 15th and it says about 00. So midnight at my time. Again, I hope this changes. If depending on hash rate, starting at the 6th when Bellatrix goes live, that's when we'll determine. If more hash rate comes online, if prices are going up or something, the merge will happen sooner. And if hash rate comes off and everyone's moving to other coins or whatever, slowly starting to adapt to other things, the merge could happen longer than anticipated. So this date here is still subject to change, but based on everything going on, it looks like the Ethereum devs are thinking about midnight my time, which is Mountain, on the 15th. So the 14th, you go to bed on the 14th, you wake up on the 15th. In theory, the way it looks now, the merge has gone through. So that's what things are kind of looking like there. So what do we do? There is Matt. Oh, my ears. Is it too loud for you? My mic too loud? Do I got turned down? Your speaker's too loud? Let me know what's going on. Is my volume way too up higher than usual or something? I don't know what's going on. Craziness. I am not smart sometimes. I bought a Flux miner. Then I see my Rogers connection is only at 10 megabytes per second in the upload. Oh, crazy. Yeah, you need a lot of battery. That's why I don't do it. I just went with the Titan nodes. And yeah, I saw someone say something about LHR drivers. I have been seeing this. I mentioned this a couple weeks back, but if you're unsure about this, and you know, there's always new people coming and going and following the channel and showing up to a live stream, but do not update NVIDIA drivers. I believe the last 2 or 3 drivers, NVIDIA did bring LHR back. Now, Hive OS, when you do a Hive replace or a Hive update, you have to use the, I believe it's, what is it, like a -S to stay on the latest stable versions. The stable versions will remain on the non-LHR drivers that are all unlocked with all the miners, but they have locked with the latest drivers LHR back onto the GPU. So that means Ethereum hash rate drops. We don't care about that pretty soon, but it still affects stuff like potentially ETC if you plan on mining that later. Again, we don't know how many ASICs are on the network, but it's going to be severely saturated with ASICs. Now, there's one thing I also kind of want to look at. I'm sure all you guys have heard this, know about it, but Neoxa has been pumping quite a bit lately. And I have a really strong feeling that there's a lot of market manipulation going on. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with Neoxa. Like, great. It's awesome. It's getting into gaming. It's seeing momentum. People are talking about. These are good things. But I do think there's a lot of manipulation. So let's just scroll down. If you remember a while back that Neoxa got 51% attacked, correct? You guys remember this? I did a video on it. It got attacked. And because of it, they had to increase confirmations to exchanges. So that means, say you have your Neoxa in your wallet and you're like, I want to sell it. To move it to the exchange, it's moved up to 720 confirmations. At 2-minute block times, that's about 12 hours. So if you see a pump right now and you send your coins, you will not be able to get those coins on the exchange till 12 hours later. That's bad. So, okay, whatever. This has been going on. Neoxa has been pumping for a couple of weeks. So I was like, okay, I was expecting 12 hours later that the coin would probably kind of dump. Now, the other thing, it got, you know, they went through with their Minecraft thing. They also got listed on TaxBit. And that's where all their volume, 90% of the volume is coming from this TaxBit listing. So everybody here is buying. Can I get this a little bigger? Maybe you guys can see. That's a bad one. How about this one? That's a bad one. Just trying to get a better view for you guys. That one's kind of okay, I guess. But you can see here, the TaxBit IO Trade Ogre, it has $82,000. That's all right. XBitron has 16. But everything is in the TaxBit. You can see 951,000, almost $1 million. And on some of those, it was upwards of like $2, $3, $4 million, all on the single exchange. So what does that mean? That means everybody is buying here. Now, you aren't even able to send your coins to this exchange. I was not aware of this until this morning. If I go down to my Neoxa channel in my Discord here, I'm scrolling in. Where's Neoxa? It pulls in the announcements from the official Neoxa. But this was this morning. Right here. So the Neoxa integration on xt.com is now complete and will have a listing date. So you can't even deposit coins into this exchange until the 6th, in 3 days. So every coin on there is only being bought. You cannot send coins there and sell them. This is where I think this manipulation is coming in. I really believe if Neoxa never went through that attack, we probably wouldn't see as high of price pumps because people probably would have got on and sold. But right now, you cannot send coins to this exchange to even sell your coins. You got to use a different exchange. And all this volume is coming from this exchange. So I believe there's a lot of market manipulation going on with Neoxa right now. The people that are buying there are the only people with the coins there. They are buying and selling based on this price jumps and downs. But no one like myself, say I haven't been mining it, but say you guys have, you cannot send your coins to this exchange to sell them at this point. So I don't think, you know, saying that the price is currently at right now is 100% accurate just due to this. It's going to be very interesting to see what the price does when the 6th actually comes and people, and then we got to wait another 12 hours on top of that for then all those coins start hitting the exchanges. So are we going to see a lot of sell pressure? Again, it depends on the markets and what's going on in crypto in general. We're seeing a lot of these proof of work coins starting to pump, like Ergo's up 23%. We got Ravens down, I guess. Flux, I believe, was coming up a bit. I don't think I have it on here. But the main market, Bitcoin and ETH and stuff is down. So there's a lot of people on Twitter saying we need to just buy these POW coins so the price looks high and, you know, we won't have to worry so much about the merge. So I think there's a lot of manipulations going on right now, and there's a lot of bear traps trying to suck in investors potentially. So be very, very careful here. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a trader. I'm not anything, but usually a Bitcoin's on the way down. Everything else is. And I still don't even think we have hit the bottom of the crypto market yet. I still think that is coming. But again, I can't guarantee that. I don't know anything for sure, but I really think there's a lot of manipulations going on right now. So be very wary of that. And I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. I don't know. But I'm just seeing a lot of weird things kind of going out right here. There's a video on YouTube about a guy that developed a called wallet for the Android phone using Ergo. Interesting. That's very interesting. And speaking about Ergo, I've seen well, I haven't seen the videos, but a lot of people, you know, lately, I believe Seb has just built a rig for Ergo. Seen Panda going over his Ergo hash rates and stuff. But I'm going to do a video here. You guys usually follow the channel, so you can usually get inside information on how and what I plan on doing and stuff through the week and stuff. But I really think Ergo is probably the best coin to mine. It's going to be the best and the worst coin to mine after the Ethereum merge. Does anybody tell me why? Someone at me in the chat and let me know why I may be saying it's going to be the best and the worst coin. And if you play it right, it's going to be a very good coin, but it's going to be very interesting times. Like I keep saying, the crypto game is about to begin. It's like we were playing crypto mining is like a game, and it's like we've been playing it for quite some time. We've been on the very easy difficulty level. You know, you buy a GPU, you throw it on ETH, you make money. You know, level 1. It's like we're playing the introductory tutorial right now. Now, as of the merge, we're going to hit expert level, and the game's really going to begin, and things are going to be very crazy. Best, lowest power difficulty roller coaster. Magic Lucky, yeah, you got a lot. Yeah, you pretty much probably nailed it right there. So a lot of people are obviously eyeballing Ergo because of its low power consumption, which is true. Everyone's thinking that, because if you're thinking that and so is everyone else, obviously everyone's going to hit to it. But there's a lot of things people don't really realize, and this is part of the crypto mining game, is you really got to understand how these algorithms and everything work. So Ergo, it's very slow in adjusting the difficulty. So that means the first couple days on Ergo, we're going to be seeing actually increased block rewards on it because the difficulty is going to remain low. Like here is my GPU mineable coin sheet. And as we always say, you know, no matter what, this amount of coins per day will always be mined. But in Ergo's case, that's not entirely true because the difficulty could take 2 days to adjust. So we could almost, you know, see more coins mined per day over the first couple days on Ergo. So as all the hash rate hits Ergo, we're going to be finding that, and the difficulty is not going to increase. And then a couple days goes by, the difficulty finally increases, and now our rewards are dropped. But now here's the other kicker. Everyone's going to move to other coins, but that Ergo difficulty is now going to take like 3 or 4 days to finally start coming down. That means a few people that are left on it, it's still going to be quite a bit, are still, you know, the network still thinks there's a massive amount on it, but there's really, it may have lost half its hash rate, but the difficulty is still up there. And then it's eventually going to come down again. And as more and more people come off at that point, that's when you follow the difficulty levels, jump back on it, and you may hit another 1 or 2 days of some nice massive profits, because now it's going to take another couple days for it to adjust. So there's going to be a big game going on here where watching these levels are going to be a key effect. Now, Ergo is not going to be a go-to coin. None of these coins are going to be a go-to. None of them can support it. But there's little things you can do every couple days to try to maintain that hash rate and profitability up. And that's one of the things, is utilizing Ergo's retarded difficulty changing. Mind my language on that, it's probably kind of harsh, but it legitly is probably one of the dumbest things out there, to having it adjust so slowly like that. But use that to your advantage, and you may be able to make a bunch of extra coins mining Ergo. So there's one way. So that's one thing to look at. You know, it's all part of the strategies. And then there's looking at other coins. Now, we always look at this here. This is another thing I found very interesting. And I looked more in depth in this as I was going through the CPU mineable coins. Now, I know we're always trying to base everything off, you know, ETH is making 20 million or paying miners 20 million, ETC is only 520, and you know, like Eternity's 2,000, we got Flux here's only paying 27. It's not very much. Now this does mean a big deal, but at the same time, we go into the CPU mineable coins. I'm making the same type of sheet for my CPUs. If you're a member of the channel, I've been posting, I posted 1 or 2 updates on profitable coins to mine for the day. I updated this morning. You guys can kind of see this, and then you members out there, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But for an example, like look at right now, we got, what coin is this? This coin is making Avian. Avian actually, you know, it's a lost forgettable coin. No one's been mining it. Hash rate came off. So what does that mean? It's only paying $604 to its miners because all the hash rate left, or, you know, the coin price went down and all the hash rate took off. But because all the hash rate left, it's now making 78 cents a day on a 3900X. So yeah, 78 cents USD. So that's like 90 cents Canadian before power, and it's only using like 90 watts. So it's profitable right now to mine Avian, even though it's only paying 604. So this is where I kind of say the crypto mining game is just beginning. Just because a coin looks like it's absolute garbage and trash, follow the hash rate numbers, follow the calculations. If all the miners leave a coin because they think it's garbage, not profitable anymore, that's where, you know, you got Rabid comes in from behind and says, see you later, guys. I have white waving at you with a big smile, but I'll mine behind you and pick up the trash and make that profitability. This is how the game is beginning, and you're going to have to get very active while mining on GPU. It's not set it and forget it anymore. And those of you guys that have been CPU mining for a while, you kind of have a head start on this whole game. So the more active you are, you can keep your profitability up. But if you want to just, you know, I'm going to go mine Flux, you're probably going to lose. I'm just going to go mine Ergo, you're probably going to lose. So these are some things I'm just bringing to light on. It's a game, and the game is just beginning. Does this make sense to some of you guys? You guys understand what I'm kind of trying to throw to you guys? Sound effect way loud. What? My sound effects? I don't have any sound effects. Is my mic way too loud today? That is so weird. Everything's set to normal. Very loud sound effects. Hive a coin. Maybe I'm talking too close to my mic now. I'm too excited. This is insane. Anyway, I just wanted to, you know, talk about this a little bit. And I said previously I'm gonna go over my crypto mining strategy kind of in a bit again, because, you know, it legitly is a strategy. After the merge goes through, it's going to be a strategy because there isn't a go-to coin at that point. And oh yeah, speaking of that, super chat sound effects is what's, oh really, super chat effects? I was not aware of that. I don't even know if I can adjust that. How do I adjust the super chat stuff? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. Some type of alerts. All right, thanks for letting me know. That's the first time you guys have said something about it being too loud. So interesting. I apologize for the alert effects. I'll try to look into that. But yeah, okay, anyway, seeing how we were just talking about Ergo, I do want to bring up another thing as well. So if you guys remember the emissions schedule here, July 2nd was the last time was the last block reward reduction. We're at 48 Ergo right now. And the next one is set to hit early August. So early August, we're going to be losing another 3 Ergo per block. So we're going to go from 48 down to 45. And this is where this sheet comes in, where I've been saying, you know, 2025 potentially is the next bull run. But if we scroll down to here, I have Ergo. We're only getting 8,640 coins per day out of Ergo, because we'll be down to only a 12 Ergo block reward, where right now Ergo is dishing out, where are we at here? Where are you, Ergo? Oh, that's my GPU. Okay, GPU. I was on the CPU one again. So Ergo is now dishing out 34,560 coins for 24 hours. And in 3 years, we're only going to have 8,640. So basing everything off, you know, I did do that video about GPU mining is changing forever, let the games begin, and I'm calling it the great GPU reset. So people were kind of upset that I didn't show future profitabilities. We ran through this for live streams, but I went with the same hash rate we're predicting here, and I took Ergo, and I put Ergo up to $20. At this block reward and Ergo at $20, and say there's 930 terahash on the network, which is 10% of the current hash rate in GPUs sitting on Ethereum, only 10%. That's only 29 cents a day with 160 mega hash. And Ergo's sitting at $20. $20 Ergo is making you 29 cents on a 3970, on a 3070. That's not even enough for power, I don't think. What's a 3070 pulling in power, guys? What is a 3070 pulling in power? 130 watts, I think. We're going 130. We're going to times that by 24. Divide that by 1,000. That equals 3.12. So we're going to times that by 10 cents per kilowatt hour. That's 31 cents. So if Ergo hits $21, you're still losing like 3 cents in terms of power if it has 930 terahash. Obviously, it's probably not going to remain at 930 terahash because it has to come down. It's going to have an equilibrium based on world power that's mining at the time. So I'm guessing that's going to be around the 6 to 7 cents equilibrium. And that means anyone with over that amount of power is going to be losing money. And you're going to need like 7 cents to have like a break even type of operation. That's when we say, okay, all the hash rate will settle off and we'll hit this. But we got to figure out the average throughout the world in terms of power prices. It's not 10 cents. It's not 16 cents. You know, you're going to need under 10-cent power, I truly believe, to remain profitable when all this kind of fluctuates around. So we got very interesting times ahead. And I've been kind of looking for like hosting, who hosts. It's hard to find GPU hosts. Most of the time it's only ASICs and stuff. And then when you do finally find something, there's nothing I can't find anything, even for ASICs, that's like under 8 cents. It's absolutely insane. It's like unheard of. So because they're also got to take a little cut. So they probably, you know, there might be places that have 6 cents, but they're probably charging you 8. I don't know, but I don't see anywhere where you can host a GPU or anything for 10 cents or lower at all, anywhere. And I really think you're going to need way cheaper power than 10 cents in order to remain profitable. It's going to be very crazy. What do we got here? Thermal production. Artea Casanta, thank you very much for the €5. Rabid, in my vision, only people who have big supply or coins will get rich next bull run. For me, it's mine early while things are low. Yeah, and in theory, you know, if you guys saw that video, I kind of talked about today, like mining Raven, Ergo, Flux right now is almost like the pre-mine compared to the hash rate that's coming in right now. We're like pre-mining these coins because our yields are about to dramatically drop. And so many people have no idea what's actually coming, and too many people are trying to sugarcoat it by saying something good's going to happen. We might not see anything. We could be less profitable in the next bull run than we currently are right now. That's insane to think about, but that's, you know, that's what reality looks like. It's going to come down to miners quitting. And if most miners have to quit, why would I be pumping buy GPUs? It doesn't make any sense. Why would I be telling you guys, I'm building this rig, I'm doing that rig, go buy GPUs, they're cheap right now, if most of you guys have to shut down anyway due to power prices? It doesn't make any sense. So, you know, this is kind of the angle I'm coming on that. I'm trying to cater to the majority of the audience, and things aren't looking too hot. With you on this, taking maybe two generations of hardware and having cycles. Yeah, no, we're going to see obviously we're going to see big price gains on Ergo and Flux and stuff, but I don't think we're going to see enough to actually have a go-to coin. At the same time, some other forks could still fork. We have potentially 8 Ethereum forks coming. 8. So that's 8 more different chains that could absorb some hash rate. I really think ETC, like look at ETC for an example. Let's move. Which one was it? This one? ETC has a huge potential to absorb a lot of hash rate. Like here's 450 terahash. 450 terahash is pretty much 50% of all Ethereum right now. 450 terahash. So it's at 33 cents at the current price of $33. That's pretty good. You know, 33 cents, obviously the profitability is not there, but it's still, depending what you're mining with ASICs or something, that's almost break even at 10 to 12 cents per kilowatt hour if you're using the Jazz miner, soaking up half of that. So Ethereum Classic really, it needs minimum gains. It only needs like a 5x, 6x, which is very likely to happen, especially as they are adding the NFTs, the DeFis, the DEXs. They're doing a lot of dev stuff on ETC right now. They're really trying to get it out there. Plus, they're getting backed by a whole bunch of huge miners and ASIC manufacturers for obvious reasons to promote their miners and stuff. But if it takes off or something, it doesn't need, 1000x, 500x like Flux and Ergo kind of does need to absorb all that. It only needs to go really like maybe 5 to 6x, which is very well within range. So ETC is honestly one of my main go-tos and hopes that it will absorb most of this hash rate. And the more it can absorb, that means the more profitable the other coins will also become because it has more of that hardware on there. But again, initially, right off the get-go, it's just going to be saturated with all these ASICs and GPUs will not have a chance. But eventually, as price does come up and stuff, leading into the next bull runs, we will start to see profitability kind of spread around and profitability kind of come up. But when I was speaking towards the great GPU reset, that's when, a lot of this hash rate will have to come offline. It's, it just has to. It doesn't make sense to mine at a loss. You're better off using your power that you would have spent buying these coins, and you end up with a lot more coins than mining it, moving into those future pumps. So that's where, this whole, I guess, point of view kind of comes from. Now, with that being said, because it's a GPU reset, all the hardware is gone and the profitability, like we're not going to run into like a $14 a day 3090 or something. That's not going to happen in the next bull run by any means. We might start seeing, maybe a GPU might start hitting maybe $2 or $3 a day. That's pretty good. That's good profitability. This is very optimistic numbers. I don't even know if we'll get that high. But because it's not going to be massively pumped and, we're extremely profitable at this point, we're not going to see as many miners come back for like 6-month ROIs or anything, right? That's why I think it's a reset and we're moving into it and we won't see the huge influx in the next bull run like we've seen in the past bull run. So that's how things are kind of changing. Profitability will come back as miners leave, but we're not going to see a huge spike come back into crypto mining just because it's not going to be extremely profitable like we're used to. It's going to take a lot more. So this is kind of how I first see the future coming out. So let me know, does that kind of make sense to some of you? If you totally disagree with me, that's okay too. Like, I hope I'm 100% wrong. I wish, I wish the next bull run hits and Flux will be making $20 a day on a GPU. That'd be absolutely insane. Same with Ergo. Imagine all these coins we're doing that. We'd see a massive influx of hardware and obviously out of stock shortages across the board again. But I just really don't think that's going to happen. Not for a few cycles. ETC has 20x less rewards per day. So a 20x on price would put it in a good place. Very true, I guess. Never looked at Ipollo, Higgy. Oh, Fudweiser never did. Shoot, I remember $20 per day, 3080 mining. Don't remind me. Yes, I remember that. I remember $15, $16 days on a 3900X when early Raptorium days. That was absolutely insane. Like, everything has its time and place and, markets, and it really got to jump on things at the right time. And it's going to be crazy. The game's just starting, and some of us might think it's going to be a lot of fun. Others, you'll just shake your head, give up, and throw your stuff in the garbage and burn it. That could be a thing. My personal go-to is run over something with a tank. I really want to do that someday, but we'll see what happens. Oh, interesting. Long-term strategy is key. Yeah, you definitely need a long-term strategy. Did I miss any ads? Did I miss any chats? Someone yell at me if I missed something. I apologize if I did. At RabidMining, can those notifications be muted? Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know why all of a sudden they're so loud. I have not changed anything at all. Crypt intro, this sub alert box. I don't know. I could just disable the whole alert box. That's very weird. Actually, desktop sub. Oh, I wonder if this is it. So I'm going to turn down this sub one. I don't know what that does. Okay, maybe that's part of the alert box. So I turned down the one that said sub here. We'll see what happens. Maybe it changed. Somebody subscribe. Anybody out there haven't subscribed yet? Hit that subscribe button now so we can test the alerts. It didn't work. I must be on a delay. Do you know how to solo mine XMR? Yeah, I have tried it. It's too hot out right now. I do want to do some XMR solo mining. Just to see how it worked. I worked it out. If I can find a solo XMR block 1 a week, that'd be fairly profitable, I think. You know, you get 0.6 XMR. XMR is sitting around $200 Canadian. So, you know, divide that out. That's around 20 some dollars per day if I find a block per week. But it's hard to say, you know, a lot of luck is involved with all that, but we'll see what happens. But I do plan, once it starts cooling off here and stuff, I plan to try some solo XMR mining in the future. It's just that it's too hot right now. Plus, I got to wait till my GPU shut off because I'm right at my power limit. And depending how hot it is, like the last couple of days have been very hot. And at night it cools down. I have like 400 watt. That'd be a good video too, to point out, you know, how temperatures and heat reflect onto everything. But I have like a 400 watt difference between a hot day to a cooler evening day. So like, it's crazy. And I'm right at my limit when it hits the peak. I'm right at my power limit of a 30 amp 240 volt. Thank you very much, Budweiser, for the $1 donation. Testing. Oh yeah, he's testing the thing. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, was that loud? Was it quieter? Was it any better? No sound effect. That's good. Wait for it to kick in. I don't know. Hopefully that's better. Because I turned down the little thing that said sub. So we'll see what happens. Oh, was it too loud? Is it still loud? Was it any quieter at all? It's just as loud. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know what. That's crazy. So it's not the sub one. You know, I could just turn the alert box off, I suppose. That's crazy. I don't know why it's so loud. Huh. Did something get updated? Something must have happened that I don't know about it, because you guys never mentioned anything previously, unless I just never paid attention. No one said the super chat. Guys, spam them super chats. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. People are mad. Count news. Intro. Let me just scroll through here. Tiny web full. It's alert box. I don't know. He said, okay, hold on. Alert box. I turned it. No. Okay, wait. Settings. I'm hitting the settings on the alert box. Oh my gosh. Where is test widgets? I do not see a sound thing for that. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys are going insane now. Higgy, thank you for the $2. Neoxo to the moon. Thank you, X Casa, for the €5. Now I'm gonna watch all my mixer meters here to see what actually spikes when it pops up. So I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. Incoming, yeah, incoming. I'm waiting for my mixers to do its thing. It's not popping up now. Come on, pop up. Volume. Count? Is it count? News? Might be one of these. Huh. Oh, there it is. Where's... It's desktop. Okay, wait. There, I turned down this one. How's this one work? Okay, let's see what happens now when the next one goes through. All right. No, I think I found it. I just turned down this one. So I think I found the issue. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it works now. I think I might have found the issue. It was from, okay, if it works now, okay, we need like $100 one, a nice red or pink one. I'm just kidding. I'm joking, guys. But we did that AMD live stream the other day, and you guys, oh, thank you very much, Sapphire, for the 10 Ron. I'm not sure what Ron is, but thank you for that. So is the volume better now? Because we did that AMD live stream. You guys want it longer, so I made the desktop audio and everything a lot louder. And then I think that's what was cranked up just now. So hopefully it's better now. And 10 Ron is $2. Thank you very much for the $2 donation. Much appreciated. Any little bit helps, guys. 100%. Now it's too quiet. Oh my gosh. All right. I turned it up a little bit more. Oh, this is insane. This is insane. All right, so where were we? What were we talking about, and what do we want to talk about right now? You know what? Let's take a look at what to mine. I haven't looked at what to mine for a while. I have 13070 in. What's it look like? Ergo, guys, Ergo smash #1. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so Ergo isn't currently on a 3070, the top spot. We got Neox, we got Eth, obviously, and then we got Neoxa. Codflux has been up there for quite some time. I'm still waiting to hear back on any confirmation on them moving to Ethash. That's going to be an interesting thing. Oh, we were also talking a little bit about yeah, the ETH fork. So I was not aware of that there could be a potentially 8 forks. We all heard about the ETH proof of work fork that may be coming, and once the merge happens, it's going to be going through. I would not recommend anybody swapping your ETH into that coin because we don't know what's going to happen. Mr. Tron guy is probably trying to scam everybody. But as it's mineable, that's when you get into crypto because you're not spending your money. You're spending, your power on it. But you can at least, that's safer than, sending a $10,000 and all of a sudden it disappears. So mine a few coins, see if you can sell it, whatever. It's a nice way to try it. Obviously, I'll probably try it out. We'll check out one GPU and testing stuff. Perkster, thank you for the 279 Canadian. Great show. Hey, thank you very much. Glad you are liking it so far. But yeah, so I was doing that thing, what was it? It was last week, I think. And when I was going over that article, they said Coinbase is prepared to list the proof of work forks. And they were saying that sounds like there could be up to 8 Ethereum forks coming. Now that's insane. That's a lot of forks. We only need one of them to actually do something, but that's a lot of forks. And as more coins and more forks come out, depending on market cap, users, obviously we need users using these coins. Just because you fork something doesn't mean it's going to be profitable to mine. Doesn't mean it's going to be worth anything. You really need users to be buying and using these coins to even be profitable as mining. So that's another conception. You'd think, oh, miners bring a lot of value to a coin. That's not always true. In theory, and a lot of blockchains always debate this, but in their minds, a lot of miners also bring sell pressure because you're trying to sell for your power and everything. You have the hodler ones, you have the hodls, and then you got your people that actually sell. I use my crypto to pay for power. So I guess I'm one of the bad miners that, I do create sell pressure on coins, but that's what I use to pay my power bill and stuff. It's just the way it works. So yeah, we got to keep all these other things in mind. We need a lot of utility. We need a lot of versatility. We need user base, everything on these other coins. So just because something gets forked and they're using the Ethereum name or something, if users don't adapt it, build on it, and use it, it's just going to be a worthless fork. And who cares? It's no point in mining. It's not going to be profitable if people aren't buying the coin as well. Thank you very much, Stigi, for the 30 knock as well. Much appreciated. You guys are insane today. Oh my gosh. You guys are insane. Absolutely insane. Awesomeness. We're throwing our last bit of money. All right, we're not going to have a power bill anymore because our rigs are getting shut off. So I guess we'll just donate it all to Rabid. Is that what's going on? I'm just kidding. Oh, we broke and Rabid buys epics. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I wish. I really want an epic so bad. Like, I was on the Threadripper fund forever, but then I was looking into it, like, an epic, a 64 core monster. Like, they're only like run at a clock speed of like 2.3 or 2.4 or something, but you got 64 cores. You got the L3 cache to utilize all 128 threads on Ghost Rider and stuff. These things are monster CPUs, and because they got so many threads and CPUs on a single chip, they're also a little more efficient. But what comes with them? A price tag that nobody wants to pay. They're so expensive. We'll buy Lambos and Rabid will buy 100 epics instead. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. You imagine? My viewers bought Lambos thanks to my advice. What did I buy? Epics. Oh, craziness. Not financial advice in any way. I revert that. Cancel that. Not to any of my advice. I'm not a trader. Go watch the Paul guy. Can't remember his name. Has anyone ever looked into becoming a business as a miner? Well, kind of. It depends. It all depends, how you run your business. In theory, we're all kind of miner business people. I'm running it technically as a business in a way. I'm using the mine coins to pay for the power. I subtract those expenses and everything during tax time. So in theory, I am running everything as a potential business. I have it all registered as well as too. So kinda I am, and you can write off all those things and GPU prices, everything, CPUs. In theory, like most of it, you can write that all off at tax time. If we get rich, we all pool and buy a power company. Oh, that's a good idea, Magic Lucky. We all create a power company. You know what? We'll just build a massive solar farm, because then they can't say, oh, that's bad for the environment. Why not? We just bought like 20 acres of land. Wait, acres isn't very much. 20 quarter acres of land. So, you know, a huge amount. Load that up. You know, we'll have about a couple 100 megawatts of solar panels. That'd be insane. Let's mine away. Bad for the environment. What are you talking about? We're using the sun. Then they'll say the batteries are bad. Batteries are bad. You cannot bury those or something. If you guys need power, just hit you up. You have a lot? Oh, you're running nuclear. He's going nuclear. Just hit him up. Oh, craziness. Sounds like we all need to buy $100 worth of Ergo. We're at the top, guys. If you buy now, it's probably going to crash. Keep that in mind. I really think there's some type of trap going on where the market is going to hit the lows. I really think we're expecting a 14K BTC drop by December or January. I think it's really going to happen. Again, I don't know for sure. I am not a trader, not financial advice in any way, shape, or form, but I really think the bottom of this market has not hit yet. So be very wary of that. Same time, you know what? Maybe we have hit it. Maybe everyone else is right and I'm 100% wrong and we're just going to moon now. But it seems like as soon as we start going up 5%, everyone thinks we're out of a bear market, time to hit the moon. Then once we're mooning, everyone thinks it can never drop down. We've been saying Bitcoin was at like 60,000. I've been like, guys, we're going to crash soon. We're going to crash soon. No, it's different this time. It's never going to crash. We're good. Crypto's adopted, yada, yada, yada. And then guess what happened? We're crashed. It happens every 4 years. It is a cycle, guys. This happens every single time. And I still think the bottom is coming. Yulaj says 12 to 13K BTC. Hey, maybe. I'm predicting 14 on the 82 to 84% drop from the all-time high, which is exactly what we saw in 2013 and 2017. So that's where I'm getting my numbers from. It could go lower, it could go higher, or might not hit it. We don't know, but I really think the big drop-off has not happened yet. So the bottom is still coming, in my opinion. 86% drop is? You think 86 is what it is? All right. When I did, I thought about 82 to 84. I think 2013 was an 82 and 2017 was 84. So if we actually base that by adding 2%, then I guess in theory we could say 86%, and then which means a little bigger of a drop each time, which is good for investors getting in at that bottom for the future bull runs. But you know, that would bring it down to about 12 or so. But yeah, I'm going with the 14K is where I'm guessing my numbers are. Is you're using OBS with updated to its newest one? It did mess with audio settings. I'm currently using Streamlabs, but I've been thinking about going back to OBS because you can do a lot more integrations. Now, Streamlabs has all these fancy pop-up chats and whatever else, but OBS has a lot of other features that may be a lot cooler than, you know, just your standard kind of layout things. But I don't know. It's hard to say. And then you got to reset everything up. And then once you try it, it's going to take a few epic failed streams before you finally get it tweaked. So I could just leave it as is and not have to worry about it, but who knows? OBS is the best. Yeah, I use OBS on my gaming channel because then I don't have to deal with settings. So I got OBS for the gaming channel streams, and I got Streamlabs for this one. So I can just keep the separate stream keys in each one. I never have to keep switching. Then I can just, you know, I'm going to stream to a game now. All right, OBS, engage. I'm going to do some mining stuff. Streamlabs, engage. You know, makes it kind of easy on that point. But we'll see what happens. Fast words. Hey, everybody. Better late than never. Hey, Tech Man. Welcome. You made it. Were you at the casino? You're getting out of the casino or you're running. What's going on? Where were you doing? Do we have any questions? Do you guys have any questions you want to go over? I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Let's look at ETC hash rate. Why not? We're going to go to the Ethereum Classic hash rate. Look at this. Oh, I got a good one. Actually, it's not a good one. I plan on making a video on this sometime. But you know, we've been talking about Nice Hash on the last stream. I keep saying Nice Hash does not profit switch. And then, you know, there's still a lot of people out there that thinks Nice Hash is a profit switching platform and they swap the BTC for you. And that's how you can remain the most profitable. After Ethereum merge, I'm going to mine the Nice Hash because it profit switches. So I'm sticking to my guns. I'm saying, guys, NiceHash does not profit switch in any way, shape, or form. And NiceHash, if you allow it to, is going to attack a lot of coins. I am going to be making this video soon too, and I expect most of my videos have been getting hate lately because, you know, truth hurts. But let's look at this. All right, so let's have a look at here. So this is back on that 51% one when I released the video earlier, but this is a nice way of pretty much saying exactly how it works. So how does NiceHash work? They're telling us right here. There's a big misconception about how NiceHash works. So it's appropriate we first explain what NiceHash is. NiceHash is a hash power broker. Think of it as an ISP for blockchain. Just as your internet service provides ISP can deliver you packets of data over the internet infrastructure, NiceHash can deliver packets of data to mining pools. These packets of data can be described as hash power. So buyers participate in an open market where they can select the algorithm that they want to support with hash power. They choose the pool. They will accept the hash power from NiceHash, set the price that they are willing to pay for hash power, and place the order. Once the order is getting fulfilled by miners connected to NiceHash, that's all you guys out there who just thought, oh, I just moved to Ergo because it's the most profitable coin to mine. Awesome. No, that's because this buyer thought it was worth more coins to rent your hash power with. It does not mean it's the most profitable coin to mine. The buyer just thought it was at that time. Their hash power data is forwarded to the pool that the buyer has chosen for mining. For each valid share they submit, they get paid in Bitcoins for the price determined by the current weighted average and refreshed each minute. In the end, the buyer receives the cryptocurrency from the pool. See? So the buyer, you're mining on NiceHash. The buyer comes in and says, I want to take you and point you at Neoxa. Neox, and then it doesn't matter if you're on Kapow, whatever. You might be, oh, Neox is the most profitable, and it could have tanked and been like, it could be worth like 0.000001 of a cent at this point because everyone just sold all their coins off. But you think, oh, Neoxa must be pumping again because I'm mining it again over Ethereum Classic or Flux or Ergo or whatever they support at the time. So you might just think, it profit switch for me. Awesome. No, this buyer may also be attacking. So it goes to the pool the buyer wants. If the buyer rolls up his own pool that supports NiceHash, which obviously he put that into it, he can now attack it because he has all the hash rate pointing to his pool through NiceHash, and his pool is attacking the network. That is how this works, and that is how this goes through. So look at this. Technically, it is impossible for NiceHash or any other miner behind a pool to detect if its hash power will be used to abuse for a 51% attack. Mining pools deliver to NiceHash only information necessary to calculate a block hash. From this information, NiceHash, yada, yada, yada. Where does it say about the pool thing? It is imperative to understand that the same algorithms can be used to support multiple proof-of-work blockchains. NiceHash does not have any way to monitor if a particular algorithm hash data is supporting this or that blockchain. Only buyers of hash power know this, and pools that receive such hash power. And you know what how to prevent attacks? This is the stupidest thing I have ever seen, but people don't dig into this to realize what's going on. And pretty much to sum up this whole thing they're saying here is NiceHash says, if you're a small coin, you should probably rent our hash power so you have more hash power. The way people won't attack the network with us is pretty much what they're saying here. So using NiceHash, and then they're just writing a post saying you should be smarter than this. That's why you're getting attacked. Is pretty much NiceHash is pointing the blame on everybody else. So this is another reason why I'm saying don't use NiceHash after this, because we got coins like Neoxa, Ravencoin. All these coins have huge potential to get attacked, especially if a lot of you guys move into NiceHash. And what happens if coins get attacked? Well, we just saw Neoxa go through. Now you have to wait 12 hours to send your coins to an exchange. Are investors really going to invest a mass amount in that? What if Neoxa gets attacked again? If they get attacked again, they might just get delisted. Now what do? You can't even sell the coin, so you're going to lose all your hash rate and the coin dies. ETC went through multiple attacks and almost got delisted. Furo, that's why they went more to the proof of stake side and reduced miner rewards and everything. They went through a bunch of attacks, and they were getting threats from the exchanges saying, we're not going to list you anymore. Deal with this because we don't want to deal with these attacks. So this is what happens when networks get attacked. So if everyone moves over to NiceHash and some buyer comes in, because he has deep pockets or he thinks that he could double spend or something. What if we see Ravencoin, Neoxa, and something else wiped off the exchanges? That's more coins that's taken out of your GPU mining power that you can't mine anymore because they're worthless. Now you got to move more hash rate to the other coins. So keep these things in mind when utilizing mining rig rentals. They're only there to rent your hash power. They make money no matter what. You might not, even after the merge, you might not be making much money because there's so many miners on the network at that time. And a lot of them are on NiceHash because you guys think it's a profit switching, easy to use. So the buyer comes in, NiceHash is still making mad bank because they're still getting the buyers coming in. You guys are just not making as much because they just got to distribute less hash here and there because, and you know, the difficulty is so high, but NiceHash is still making bank and they don't care about you guys whatsoever. All they care about is money and the buyer. So keep these things in the back of your mind when trying to move to these other coins and stuff. Anyway, hopefully that makes some sense. When ETH hard forked, what happened to the coins that held by first adopters? Are those coins ETC? So in the DAO hack back then, when ETC got those multiple attacks, that's pretty much what, and this is kind of makes me lead forward with this whole censorship thing. Because if you look back in time to what happened, you can look to the future and see that ETH is probably bad in theory. And a lot of users, you know, but dev wise, I'm thinking. So back when ETC was hacked and then they had this fork and they moved Ethereum, and then Ethereum Classic became the thing. So Ethereum forked off and ETC was the original Ethereum. It changes ETC. All the hack coins remained on there. Now when Vitalik and everyone forked off, they removed that hack and everything from the Ethereum chain. So it's like it doesn't exist. So now they have their own pre-mined coins and everything, and no attack happened on their chain. It just happened on the ETC chain. So now they're moving to the future here. Now we got this censorship thing, and they're kind of been saying, oh, we can just do a block reorg. We can just shut this down. We can do whatever, you know, in case something happens. So they can just already hinting. They've done it in the past. They've wiped slate clean. No attack happened on our network. They removed that from their code and chain. And they pretty much saying we can do it again if it happens in the future on POS. So that's making it look a little bit sketchy and stuff, but, you know, iffy. But yeah, the previous attack, those coins, whatever, I don't know if they've been sold, if they're still there. That is all ETC coins. And if that attacker back then still has all those coins, obviously he could do a massive dump on those coins and crash the price once it pumps again. So that's still a liability on ETC moving into the future and stuff. And that's, so yeah, that's another thing we all got to kind of watch for. Another thing is ETC is about, the confirmations went through the roof. Obviously it took like a week or two to send coins. Depending on the exchanges and pools and stuff, they drop them manually themselves. Right now, it looks like about 3 to 4 days to send stuff around with Ethereum Classic in terms of mining payouts and stuff. But because they're going to get all this security, I really see they could drop those confirmations back down. I think they're, never say never, but they're going to see a huge hash rate spikes coming in. And we could see like upwards of 1 to 300 terahash easily on the Ethereum Classic network and only ASICs into the, like right after merge day. So that's a lot of hash rate coming in there, and they're going to be a safe network, probably one of the safest networks, to be honest with you, in terms of hash rate. So they can drop their confirmations back to real levels where it only takes a couple minutes. You know, it'll be about the same speed as current Ethereum transfers, I think, at that point. So that's another bonus that could come out of this whole thing, but we'll see. It's too early to tell how this is going to work. But yes, back to the original question, the original DAO hack and was all on the ETC chain, and those coins are still floating around unless they were already sold in terms of ETC and were erased from Ethereum. Anyway, I believe Ergo will be the next ETH. You know, we hope so, but if you're just tuning in, we looked a little bit into the emission schedule. Next month, we're going to be losing 3 Ergo out of the block reward again. So let's just kind of look at that right now. What would be 3 Ergos? Let's do a quick calculation. I want to write down this number first. What do we got right now? 34,560. 34,560. So what is the Ergo block time currently? Anybody want to run some numbers quick? Ergo block time. Is it 2 minutes or something, or is it less? 2 minutes. So the Ergo block time is 2 minutes. So that's 30 an hour. So we got 30 ergo an hour. 30 ergo blocks an hour times 24. So that's 720 blocks per day that ergo's finding. So that's how we have this. So it's going to drop down to 45. So we're going to times that to 45, 3240. So we're going to be losing 2,000 ergo coins a day. So this is going to drop to 3240. So 3240 at the current price, and that is about, so that, well, okay, so with that, that's 2 cents if 930 terahash hits that. What's the current hash rate of ergo right now? Ergo hash rate, where you at? Ergo 17.7 terahash. All right, so 17 GPU coins, 17 terahash. This is 930, so we're going to drop this to 17. $1.36. So it'll go to $1.36, and what's it at right now? $1.45. So we're actually not going to lose that much before power. It's $1.45 right now. If it was to happen at the price right now, the 3 ergo drop, we drop to $1.36. Obviously, no big deal at this point. We're still fairly high on the block reward. But every 3 months, we're going to keep losing 3. 2025, we're going to be down to 8,000 coins a day, down from the 34,000 that we're having now. So it needs a massive, it's 32,400, not 3240. What? 32,400? Where? What? Let me check. Go back. Oh, crap. Yeah, you're right. 32,400. Oops. Totally. Yeah, I totally butchered that one. Totally. Okay, I'm at 13 now. I totally have my hash rate calculations wrong. All right, hold on here. Let's jump back into this. Good thing you caught me on that. That totally would have butchered this whole situation. All right, let's go back to my hash power calculator. We have how much hash power right now? Ergo has 17.07. All right, let's go 17.07. 17.07. Let's jump this into the, okay, this is the number that we currently have on the network. All right, let's look at this the right way now. Bam. All right, still $1.35. Somehow it still works out to be close. What is going on here? Yeah, so we lose 10 cents. So we lose 10 cents here, and you can see where's the what to mine. 10 cents, losing that 3 ergo block reward. Obviously, no big deal, not looking like much, but every 3 months, we're going to be losing that. So obviously, we're going to need that price to keep moving up. And eventually, after X amount of time, this is only going to be a 12 ergo block reward. Now, let's just confirm this is still the right one. So we got 720 blocks per day. Times 12. So that's 8,640. So yes, 8,640. So come 2023, when the predicted predicted bull run is going to be, we're hanging out at 8,640 coins a day at $20 a day. And if there's 930 terahash, you know, that's 29. Now, where are we at right now? Imagine if we hit 20. Imagine if that happened right now at $20. That's oh, wow. Okay, so a little more inspecting here. So let's just open this up. Look at this. So if we had the current hash rate right now and ergo hits $20 at 8,000 block reward, that's $1.61 a day. We only gain $30 or 30 cents per day of ergo pumping to $20 at that block reward. And now we got to add all the hash rate on top of that. So you can kind of see what's going on here. Wow. Okay. This is a very interesting. I never did it this way, but if no hash rate hits ergo, we only gain 30 cents if ergo goes to $20 in 3 years. That's pretty crazy thinking about it. Nothing wrong with looking into the pros and cons of mining on GPU. To not synchronize the future of mining at this point is very short-sighted. Rabid is doing important work. Thank you very much, TechMan. Yeah, we're just trying to look like, we don't know exactly how much hash rate is going to hit anything. All we can know is how does the blockchain react? We know ergo is going to be losing block rewards every 3 months. In 2025, based on 4-year cycles, we're going to be getting 8,640 coins per day. And that's 3 years from now. 3 months after this day, it's going to drop even more until finally we're at, let's just do the end date. Let's do the absolute end date of ergo instead of the 3 years thing. So what is it, an extra 7 years? The absolute end of ergo, when they get to 3 ergo for that till they run out, is only going to be about 720 times 3, Ergo is only going to be giving 2,160 coins a day when their emission schedule is done. And it's going to remain at 3 Ergo till all the Ergo is gone. So we're going to keep seeing block reductions until Ergo drops to 2,160 Ergo a day. I'm just basing it 3 years at the time of July 2nd is when we'll hit this block here. And at $20 and the current hash rate on Ergo, we're only making $1.60 a day on a 3070. And there is no calculations in terms of extra hash rate or anything here done. And that's at a $20 increase. We're up to $20 at this point. You can kind of see how much of an increase Ergo is going to need. So now, like, what if we start adding hash power into Ergo right now? Like, I looked at 10%. That's about 900 terahash. So looking into Ergo, you got to understand most people mining Ergo are on NVIDIA GPUs because you're pretty much doubling your Ethereum hash rate. So where do I have a thing in here? I don't. So it's ETC. Let's look at, no, not that one, this one. So we're going to look at this. So we're saying, let's just say 50%. We're going 50% again. I went through over this in that video kind of. So 900 and let's just go 900 terahash. It's nice and easy, divided by 5. 900 terahash divided by 5. Stop. Oh my gosh, what am I doing here? Divided by 2. So 450 terahash. Now, we have 450 terahash at 50%. So 50% of that is going to be, we're guessing, GPUs. So 10% of 450 times 0.1, that is 45 terahash. Now, because most of us use NVIDIA, we got to double that 45 terahash into Ergo terahash. So 45 times 2, that is now 90 terahash worth of hash rate at 10%. 10%. So now we got 90 terahash hanging out here at only 10% of the 50% of GPUs. And I do think there's a lot more GPUs. So now we're hanging out with this mega hash number here. We're going to pop that into our CPU mineable coins in the future. That's the wrong one. That's the GPUs or the CPUs. Now we're going to scroll. Where is my Ergo? All right. So here we go. Here's 10% of a 50%. 30 cents. We're at 30 cents if Ergo's at $20 here. All right. Well, let's try Ergo at $30. Remember, we need 31 cents. All right. If Ergo hits $30 at this with 900 terahash on the network, you are making, what is that? We need 31 cents to cover a 3070 cost and power at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. So we're making like 12, 13 cents now when Ergo's at $30. It's pretty insane thinking about it. Like, these are numbers that crypto mining on GPUs is crazy going to change. And it's going to be insane thinking about how, you know, how it's all going to play out. So it's definitely going to come down to miners have to quitting. And if most miners have to quit, why would I tell you to go out and buy GPUs because they're so cheap? If only 10% of you guys can actually keep mining because you have cheap power or something, why would I say that if 80 or 90% have to quit mining? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me to be promoting go out and buy GPUs, build a rig is a good idea. I don't think it is a good idea. But, you know, very interesting. This is very, very early adoption. Error 43 Life. Yes, you can mine Raptorium and Ghost Rider coins on GPUs. It just doesn't make sense because you're burning too much power. A CPU is a lot more efficient on those than that. Some people might have free power, so we could see GPUs hitting these other coins as well. That's a viable strategy someone could do, is hitting up, you know, some of these CPU mineable coins through that. Now, Pulsar is extremely dominated in GPUs right now, but they will be forking back to CPUs. And, you know, that's going to change a little bit up there as well. So there's a lot of different stuff going on. Again, we don't know. The next go-to coin, if there is one, might not be here yet. There's so many unknowns, but the initial numbers are just not looking good for the future. Wild Rig just updated. What they update now? Let's take a look. What Wild Rig add this time? Wild Rig. Let's see what Wild Rig just did. Wild Rig. Let's take a look at Wild Rig. Releases. At Wild Rig, yes. All right, let's go into improve support of SOC 5, improve curve hash up to, okay, so no biggie here. Like, they keep on improving 40% on RDNA and stuff. So curve hash is what Pulsar uses, but I just said they're going to be forking back the CPUs. Their Pulsar is dropping the curve hash algorithm, so that's going to be useless for curve hash pretty soon. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you want to try it out before they swap, you know, throw your GPUs on there. Thank you very much, Higgy, for joining the Rabid's Den. Much appreciated, 100%. Do you think ASIC prices will drop or increase after the merge? See, that's a tough one. I think we're going to have to wait to see what happens with the hash rate. I do predict, because in general, like earlier I was saying, I believe the market still hasn't hit the bottom. So in theory alone on that, we are going to see hardware prices. Obviously, GPUs are going to come way down in price after the merge, but we will see lower prices potentially on these ASICs as well as the profitability starts dropping as well. So yes, we will see lower prices, or we'll see like flash sales every couple days. You know, we'll see a 2-day sale here or there. You know, these things will pop out. One thing I am going to keep an eye on, though, is the Litecoin. Litecoin is about to have sometime next year, and when it does, then we will probably see L7s and stuff potentially come down in price as well. So that's a good thing. L7s are great miners. I really like. I like crypto mining, guys. I don't just mine on a GPU. I mine on lots of things, and ASICs looks like probably one of the most profitable way to mine. Like, look at Cadena, we got Script L7s. Those are very profitable miners out there, and probably a nice way to transition to after the merge goes through. You know, you might be an ASIC hater or something, but if you care about profits, that might be a better way to go about it. Yes, they're noisy, they're louder, throw it somewhere else, but I'm definitely looking into these other methods of mining, because all I care about is the profits. I don't care what I mine on as long as it's making some cash. That's just me. Just join the members. Yeah, I see that, Higgy. Thank you very much. 100% appreciated for joining. Vincent Gallo, how about another coin take advantage of the cheap security post-merge? How about if Doge, for example, adopts GPU mining? We never know what is next. I really can't see Doge doing anything like that. They're perfectly secure, merge mined with the script algorithm with Litecoin, plus with all these L7s. Remember Vitalik? I know you just said that's just an example of some coin, but just for Doge being specific, Vitalik wants to move Doge to a proof of stake platform. You know, he's trying to dip his. He rewrote a book on POS. Like, seriously, who writes a book about proof of stake? This guy is full of himself. I don't. It's crazy. I don't even want to talk about him. I get upset sometimes. Oh, Nvidia quit selling to China. I feel like supply will go up too. Yeah, crazy. Remember, there's a couple things here now. So we have heard there's a lot of what's it called, turmoil going on between China and Taiwan. So if nothing happens there, obviously we're going to see mass crash prices in used GPU mining hardware. But, and that's a big but, if China ends up trying to invade or something, we're going to see probably a lot of shortages in everything all over again, just like we saw previously in, you know, early 2021, 2022. We're going to see shortages because what if, you know, the chip process, the silicon makers there get bombed or something and they're gone. It's going to take a couple of years to build all that up again. The US and stuff are coming up with big plans to start making their silicon and, you know, the microchips and everything, but that's still a couple of years out before those are built and ready to go. So GPU prices could skyrocket after the merge if something like that was to happen. So these are other things we kind of got to remember. That's just, you know, that's just another what if type of situation, but it's a what if that has potential to happen. Again, if that happens, it's going to lead to a whole dominoes effect of all sorts of stuff going on throughout the world. And probably GPUs and mining will be the least of our worries at that point, but it's going to be crazy. Most profitable CPU coin. I kind of went through this earlier. I do send a screenshot every once in a while into the members tab, but I was just looking at, so CPUs right now, it looks like the most profitable right now, like as of this morning, we got a pretty close tie here between Bamboo, which is on Pufferfish 2. So between Bamboo here is sitting at about 78 cents on a single 3900X. Remember, we're only using like 90 watts here. You're not using very much power, so most of this is all profit. And then we got Avian, actually Minotaur X, you know, Ravencoin Classic, you know, that weird coin. Now, why is this profitable now all of a sudden? It's because I opened up the stream with this GPU mining strategy, which I do with my CPUs. follow the hash rate. Like, it's not paying miners very much. But if people think, oh, I'm done with this coin, difficulty's too high, it's garbage, it's not doing anything, and the hash rate leaves, and I just said, yo, here comes Rabid. I'll wave goodbye to you guys with a big smile, and I'll scoop up those profits. You got to remain very active. Look at these other coins. But right now, Avian is making 78 cents a day on a single 3900X rig. And you're only paying like 10, 15 cents in power because they hardly use any power if you tweak them right. So there's two coins now at about 78 cents. I see another one here hanging out at, looks like Duro's at the 75 cents. We got VCOX, which has been over $1 the past week or so, is down to 69. The hash rate kind of came up a bit. But you got to remain active, guys. Move around, bounce around. There's a lot of coins to mine in different variants ways, and you just got to get in there and have fun with it. Those are USD prices. I use USD prices when I do those sheets and stuff. It would be a lot more for us Canadians, but I use USD because most of the audience is in USD. Did I change it to USD? Okay, I did. But yeah, no, those are all USD prices that I just showcased there. All right, so hopefully that kind of answered your question. Vincent Gallo, here is the problem with POS. No pre-mine plus fair launch likely to be a security. Can be, that's a big thing, the security thing. Yeah. Can the same be about the POS markets are born and the way the token generalization happens? I'm not really sure on that whole situation, but I do know that the SEC has their eyeballs on Ethereum, because especially if they turn Ethereum into a security, once it moves to POS, they pretty much got XRP nailed, because XRP's defense is being compared to Ethereum, and Ethereum's proof of work currently, so it was a non-security, and they're trying to say, well, we're like Ethereum, you know, we're like this, we're like this, and so now the SEC is eyeballing Ethereum for the move to POS, and if they do go from a non-security to a security at that point, they can just go to XRP and say, we win, you're a security, deal with it. We just said Ethereum was a security. So yeah, POS has massive eyeballs on it to just say, you know, if you're a POS, you're a security. There's nothing about it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You have to pay, just like a stock market or something, right? You got to pay to make more coins. That's how it's running. You buy it. You're not mining it or anything. So it's going to be very interesting how it's all going to play out once that happens. Very interesting times ahead for sure. How do you make sure you don't get hacked viruses when testing new wallets? That's a tough one. You know, honestly, I don't really. When a new thing comes out, I usually follow the Discord and stuff, and I wait a couple weeks to see if anyone else got hacked yet. Usually within the first couple hours, just like Kaka. Very interesting stuff. So I've been getting a lot of messages. Like, I don't know if one of them are watching me. They're probably going to get mad. I've been getting a lot of messages from people trying to tell me to look into Kaka, promote Kaka, do Kaka. They don't offer any money or nothing. They say, can you look into it? Can you talk about it? Do this. It's like, no, maybe sometime. But the first couple days after Kaka released, people were saying they were getting hacked. They were losing coins in other wallets. That's bad. So we sent Yeti in there. He looked at it. He's found loopholes. He can't confirm. Roland Hunter, thank you very much for the US $5. Thoughts on Chia XHC price after the merge? I'll get to that in a minute, but I'm not 100% sure how Chia is going to do after the merge. I haven't been following it too closely, but I do think, you know, if it could do something, it could go big, it could go small, it could die. We have no idea, but if it goes big, you know, it may be more profitable than a GPU. In theory, with all the hash rate on the networks, we could see hard drive mining and Chia make more. I know we're laughing at that because it's only making me like 16 cents a day right now, but that might be more than what my GPU is making me. So it's, you know, it's up in the air. But reverting back, we sent Yeti into the Discord there to check out the wall. He found a security loop. He couldn't confirm if it was built in there on purpose or if it was just a loophole in the software and some third-party person was utilizing that hole to attack other people. So that's the flaw was there. And then, you know, right after he released a fix and stuff, because either it got brought to light or something. Regardless, at that point on, obviously something was very bad with that. And ever since I've been mentioning that to you guys on stream and stuff, I keep on getting all this stuff. Look at Kaka, look at this, look at it. Please look at it. Can you check it out? You know, stuff like that. Because I'm just like, man, it started off with a bad rap. I don't really want to install that wallet. I don't feel safe. So it's pretty much, you know, what's going on with that. Like, I don't. So the best case scenario would probably get a cheap laptop you don't care about, install the wallet to it, and then just play around with the coin or something. And that's about it. Don't touch it near anything. But depending on how bad a virus or something is, if it's connected to your internet at all, it could go right through your whole network. Some things are designed to just corrupt your entire network at home, every computer, whatever you got on it. So you really got to be very careful with these things. But myself, I pretty much wait to see if anyone else reports attacks. And then if I see something bad, then, you know, Yeti, can you look at this? It's not looking too hot. And that's pretty much, then I decide to try it or not. But pretty much I've just been lucky so far is the best way to say it. But hopefully that kind of answers your question there. Coins that have a purpose anyhow. Also, we all security trading, you have to have full okay, yeah. Oh, Fully Electric says also all security trading, you have to have full KYC as well. So that's a very interesting thing. So Ethereum, in theory, if they move it as a security, exchanges that have full KYC will be the only ones that can, I guess, trade it legally. Then you have your non-KYCs, and they'll have to delist them, in theory. XCH is interesting, was over 1.6K at one point. Yes. Now, speaking of that, why don't you know, let's go into, let's see if I can find my Chia here. Chia, here's my Chia. So yeah, I'm making 16 cents a day on my Chia. Per week. That is $1.12 per week and about $4.80 a month mining Chia. So it's not too bad. I never really did see how much power my hard drives are actually pulling. I only got like, well, I guess I got, what? No report. I'm pretty sure I only got 12 terabytes, but it's telling me I'm hashing a little bit better. So that's awesome. But yeah, that's me. With the new GPU connections, do you think we will still be able to build rigs? I was looking at an ATX3 power supplies and they only have one connection for the new connector. I don't know. I haven't really looked into the 4000 series yet. Now, keep in mind, I wonder, like, I don't know. I have no idea how they're going to be. Now, it might just be a Founders Edition plug, just like what we saw with the 3000 series. They had their own special plug that plugged into your other ones. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe the other ones will just have the standard 6 and 8 pins on them from all the AIBs. I don't know. We won't know anything really till, I guess, they release. So I cannot comment on that because I'm not really sure on the whole situation with that. Zed Pirate says there'll be adapters. Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be just like the 3000 series. And the FEs, because that's all everyone usually talk about at first, is because all we know is the FEs. No AIB things have leaked yet. But they're just going to have their own special connectors moving in to the 8 pins or something, most likely. Again, don't know till actually they release. Wow, Ergo was not expecting that. Well, what? Dave Collins, we're talking about Vincent. Yeah, oh, 30% up. Yeah, 30% up on the old Ergo chain, guys. Well, it says 23 now. This probably hasn't freshed in a while. Canadian. Euro. Euro dollar is still... What the heck? The USD passed the euro now? 19,918, 19,819. Yeah. Wow. So the US dollar is now worth more than the euro? That's insane. John Lemon, screw Ergo. Oh, is Ergo and Zelcore yet? I heard, what did I hear? I don't know. I hate Zelcore personally. Their fees are too high. But I thought I saw a tweet or something this morning, or was it yesterday? I think Ergo is in it now, and something else is as well. Or there's implementation for potentially Ravencoin as well. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, for now, USD is up there. Yeah, USD is... Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know that the price fly. I knew they were getting closer together, but I didn't realize it passed it now. It's craziness. But yeah, I do not know for sure if Ergo is, but I did see a tweet where it said Ergo is now implemented or about to be or something. So if it's not in there, it might be in there tomorrow or something. You know what? I could probably, I could bring up my Ergo wallet maybe. Where's Zelcore? Zelcore. All right, let's see Zelcore. Open. Oh, I probably got to do an update. An update is available. Downloading. All right, I gotta wait for it to update. Not there yet. Okay, never mind. It's not there yet. So I'll just let it update and close it. So it installs it next time. All right, so I guess it's not there yet, but it's right around the corner. It'll be there anytime. I also saw some Raven things on there. So merge will make me do a lot of research now. Yes, Dave Collins, you're gonna need a lot of research to get into. Okay, what is this? Raven asset list updated, various optimizations, fixed Monero sending. Oh, they got Monero on here, not bad. Other minor fixes, architecture. Yeah, I don't see nothing on Ergo on that one. Huh. I saw a tweet though. There is a tweet out there that says it's coming. It's almost there. So we'll see. Oh, Raven is added, but not Ergo. That's interesting. Flux absolutely does. Ergo is 50-50. I am more hopeful for Ergo and Flux than ETC. Very interesting, John Lemon. It's nice to see more well-rounded opinions. Like, what are you mining? Ethereum. So obviously we're going to have people, really believing in multiple chains, which is a good thing for decentralization. Now, as a miner, what if you believe Flux is going to be the next go-to? Are you going to continue to mine it at a loss to hopefully it does? Are you going to buy the coin, or what are you going to do? Because this is going to play a major role into predicting, how much hash rate falls off, how many miners do quit and stuff. Because if you start mining a coin you really believe in, a lot of people do mine coins that they truly believe in the chain. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You can mine at a loss if you really believe in a chain and, and what it's doing, and you're providing security for that. So that is 100% fine. On the other hand, if you're people mine, straight for profits, which is pretty much what I do, then obviously I'm going to be shutting off and stuff. So a lot of different, ways to look at crypto mining. It doesn't have to always be about strictly the profits. It's just that's what most people look at when, oh, I'm going to go build a rig and ROI in 3 months. But yeah. ETC is not going to be profitable at all for people without free electric. I don't think any coin is going to be profitable without people without like under 6-7 cents. I think initially you're going to need like 3-cent power. And then eventually, as hash rate falls off things and spreads around, I think the break even through world power, because it's all going to come down. You got people with 30 cents all the way down to people that pay no power and like 0.001 cent, like less than 1 cent power. There's people out there that have that. And then you got mining farms, whatever. They could just lay off people and still have cheap power. So I really think, the break even cost and power eventually will probably come down to around the 6-7 cent mark. And then it's going to maintain there for probably a long time. And anyone over that is probably obviously not going to be profitable and have to shut off. Now, as more people shut off, that 7 cent mark could start moving to the 8 cent and the 9 cent. And it all comes down to, are you mining on 3090s? Are you mining on A2000s? Obviously, the A2000s will be able to come online faster and sooner than the 3090s. So it's all going to come down to the hardware you have and the power of your price to dictate, do you move off a chain or move back to a chain or whatever? Oh, yeah. And personally, ASICs is always a good option. Seriously, like L7s, Cadena miners, like they're profitable miners. Yes, the difficulty is starting to come up on Cadena and stuff, but you're still making pretty good bank even in the current market on Cadena, and the future looks huge for KDA and stuff. So, that's another option as well. Just because you don't have to be only a GPU miner. There's a lot of ways out there to mine crypto in general. Yeah, ETC will not be worth mining on GPUs. Have to merge soon here now with the ASICs are moving over, and then NiceHash no supporting. NiceHash is supported, or do you mean now supporting? And then NiceHash, no, NiceHash does support ETC now. If you missed that video right here, breaking news, NiceHash adds ETC support again. I just dropped that like just before the live stream. Thank you very much, X Agrada Kasuga TLX. Everyone says good stuff about Flux, but I still haven't dreamed any good with Flux, so I'm not so bullish on Flux, but I know stuff, but better to be quiet. No, that's okay. Everyone has their own opinion. I'm not really, I'm bullish on Flux, Ergo, Raven, everything, because honestly, we need to be bullish on them because we need them to pump. They do have great futures ahead of them. Flux having their whole, you know, running nodes and decentralized and trying to pretty much turn into their own like AWS, a decentralized server hosting type of platform. They're trying to do so many things and it's great. But I think it's going to take a long time for all the prices and the networks and everything to mature. These are very young coins still, and they're going to take a couple cycles, I think, for them to actually hit the price values of what we think they're going to be. That's why I think, you know, the next bull run stuff, I don't think you're going to have a go-to on Ergo or Flux or anything. But eventually down the road, you know, maybe in 6 years, 10 years, they're going to see some huge explosions in pricing, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. That's kind of how I see everything. Future's amazing with them, but just not the near future. Oh, yeah. Ergo is pumping. Yes. Again, I don't believe it's going to last for. Is this updated? I believe this may be a POW fork. It could also be a huge trap because look, BTC is down, ETH is down. The main markets are kind of down. So just because one or two coins pumping doesn't mean it's going to keep pumping. I really think we're going to see a flat line and a bottom drop on those coins in a few days here, potentially a week. It could just be pre-merge hype, you know, something like that. But be very careful. You know, we go through it all the time, every bear run, every bull run, you know, buying at the top. Now you're stuck there. I really think it's a trap and be very careful. But again, do your own research, not financial advice. Do what you got to do. EK 10 years, I don't have the patience. Hey, crypto mining, it's going to turn into a massive patience game. Like I said, the 3-month ROIs are out the window. Never going to happen again. Not happening. I can't see that ever. Well, maybe it will happen again. Something big might come, but I really don't see. I think the average ROI on any GPU after the merge and hash rate settles, that's after hash rate settles and we figure out what's going on with profits, is going to be 2 to 3 years, I'm thinking, on a GPU. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so we aren't miners in Canada. We are home, but BTU efficiency enthusiasts. Yeah, BTU efficiency enthusiasts. That's a good one. I hope Ergo transactions, confirmations requirements drop lower soon as the hash rate rises for it to take 12 to 24 hours to get paid and send Ergo across. Now, I don't know. That has nothing to do with a tax. That's built into Ergo itself. Now, speaking of that, that reminds me of, yeah, so I want to go through this Hero Miners thing right quick. If you guys want to, you know, obviously want to mine these. They are having a massive giveaway, and they actually reduced the Ergo, which made me remind me of this. Ergo confirmations are dropped on Hero Miners. They manually did it to get your payouts, you know, so much faster. I believe it's like 50 or 75% faster. I can't remember. But, you know, for details, it's already started on 3 days ago is when this whole thing started. So if you want to mine Ergo, Flux, Raven, is that it? Raven, Ergo, ETC, or Flux, any of those 4 coins, they will be taking snapshots throughout the month randomly. They'll probably take 4 or 5. And there's going to be $250 to one lucky miner address for each of the coins. There's also going to be one lucky $500 winner to one winner on any of the coins. So you have a potential chance to win twice here just from mining Ravencoin, for example, or from mining ETC. So we got that going on here. It's a total of a $1,500 giveaway just mining Ravencoin, Ethereum Classic, Ergo, or Flux at Hero Miner. So if you want a chance to get in the giveaway, all you got to do is mine to their pool. That's probably where I'll put my hash rate after the merge, just to test these other coins out, you know, to get involved in that draw. Because if you win, you know, that's a free, we need all the cash we can get after this, and you have a potential chance of winning some free cash. Have a ping of 5 milliseconds. 5 milliseconds? Are you serious? Wow, that's insane. I wish I had pinged a 5 to anything. Oh, but we've been here for quite some time, guys, and my throat is starting to get very, very dry. So I appreciate all of you guys for showing up for this live stream. We'll be live again tomorrow at the same time, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Let me find my button here. Here we go. Rabid out.